Good morning, everybody. I'm glad everyone's here. I hope you all didn't get rained out. For those of you who had rain, we had tornado warnings. Nothing occurred here. It was all below us. But we did see, we have a lot of beautiful geese here, and it's time they're having their little goslings. And they were out in the water, 6 of them, with their mom and dad. And that first darkness came of the storm. And then we only saw the mother and the dad sitting there by the bank. So the goslings must have gotten taken in by the water. I don't know. But haven't seen them. Just the mom and dad sat there for 2 days. And then we saw them one time fly away. So God bless them. But nature, I guess, was their time. So here we are today on Eye of Horus Day. So we're going to have an interesting experience today. First, let's get our energy set, which I've already brought in and created protection around everybody. And we're going to bring Mother and Father deep within our hearts. And just take a breath and let yourself feel that energy. Feminine, the male, and unification. And we'll bring in all the phylums of the angels. And the ascended master beings. And we'll welcome those beings who are on other planets and other parts of the universe who are also about light. And they're welcome as long as they're on their path of light to join us to learn and grow more and to open their hearts to a deeper level. So let's do our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And just let that radiate down through every part of your being, with every cell. And let's repeat it as we do that. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And as we're here in this most sacred expression of ourselves, let's call in our threefold flame, which I don't know if we've done here together. And we sit way down deep in our heart and we call forth the yellow flame and anchor it down below our feet, coming up in front of us, bringing in our wisdom, the wisdom of God. And then behind our right shoulder, we call forth the pink ray of love and anchor it down below our feet. And let it come up largely all around that right shoulder, as high as you can imagine it. And then we call in the beautiful light blue flame of divine power and anchor it down below your feet and let it raise up. So we have yellow in front, pink behind our right, and blue behind our left. Now, you do this until they are once again there all the time by themselves. So the reason we have to call them in and start the process is most people have forgotten about their threefold flame, the beginning of the spawning of your truth. So we'll let that radiate here with everyone today. And you'll learn to walk within it. And you, within that, are the unfed flame that as you grow and increase your consciousness is becoming its experience of all truths around you. So very powerful. Very good. So I hope everyone's doing well. Let me say hello. Everybody's humming. Good morning, Chase. Yes, May 1st. I do not know where the time is going. I do not know. And good morning, Anik from across the ocean. And Kathy Marino, it's good to have you here with us. I appreciate so much everybody coming. Carol, good morning. And Barbara Ward. And you're very welcome for all that I do. And that is where we are at today. So today I thought I would talk about the zeal point. Some of you may have never heard of it. A lot of people don't know anything about it. They know they have a third eye, but they're not quite sure that there is another chakra behind the third eye. They sit on an angle. So the third eye is up here and lower in the back, right here where you have like your noggin. That chakra is called the zeal point. Now, if you remember, when we talked about good morning, Teresa Ford. Thank you for coming. When we talked about the Eye of Horus, it was about the pineal gland, which is about an inch below the top of the back of your head. And when that chakra is in complete development, your pineal gland will be able to hold the highest frequency that it can hold. So what does that mean for each of you as an individual? That would mean that you have reached your clarity and have a tremendous sight, perception, hearing, everything. And you will have then began to bring through the magenta ray from the 8th chakra into your field. So it's all quite exciting. Quite exciting. So let's talk a little bit about this zeal point. Right here. Pineal gland's about right up here. It moves like the other back chakras, but tends to sometimes be a lot more stubborn because there's more about you that you have to address to have that begin to function and work for you. So I'm going to give you a little clue of what's there in that zeal point. Is it's a way to perceive the universe. And you each, I haven't seen anyone yet who does not have a telescope there. Now, it depends on where you are in this moment today, which everyone's in a different place, and that's all fine. To what level that telescope is working for you and what you may or may not be seeing. And you may get, not yet. You may get that, nope, not going there yet. It's not time yet. So if you get yourself down in the root, down into connecting into Mother Consciousness, and you come up and you go to that zeal point located a little lower and back behind the third eye. And see if when you sit there, you can have a perception of some type of a telescope. And I have heard about all different kinds. It doesn't matter, because whatever it is, it's yours. And first, let's just take a few moments to observe it. And then you're going to begin to wonder, how the heck is this here? It is within everybody. And they're all unique and different. For some of you, that's not going to be a part of your journey and what you do. For others, it is their journey. So that's why it's all different, and it all has a perfection. So, yeah. So let's bring some of God's light from up in the great central sun, 14th ray, crystal clear, down into this zeal point chakra, and bring it illumination. If it feels uncomfortable, then just stop. No have-tos here. I'm just sharing with you a little more wisdom. But if that feels comfortable, and let's say you do see some type of a telescope, perhaps now with the light around you of God holding you, you might want to look through it and see what you might see. I've heard many things. Many things. There are many eyes that see for those who become very talented. So, nothing is too strange, but it all must be peaceful for you. If in any way there's a part of you that doesn't feel comfortable, then just listen. And today, don't become a doer, There may be others that it's all very comfortable to them. Yes. And I'm seeing someone show me an image of a lot of images like screens. And I'm going to tell that person, yes, I have been told before, and that there are the capacity to see many different screens of things from that telescope, which for that person, I can say to you comfortably that you are reaching a part of your Christ consciousness. Because when you reach Christ consciousness, you have the capacity to see many screens of existing places, goings on. Because when you have your heart into a Christ heart, you are then part of the help, part of your prayers and your thoughts all work for the whole. So no rush, let's just sit here and see how this works for everybody. If you have a question, you can share. Let me see. Because I'm here for that. And if nothing's happening, that's fine, because a day will come when there will be something. And you're going to receive something that will tell you when it's time. Oh, sorry for the noise there. Must be emptying trash outside or something. The normal day interrupting our unique travel inside, right? I hope that's working well for everybody. Yeah, so if you find you can't see through that telescope, what do you see? What's in the universe that you can perceive? Do you see planets? Do you see stars? Do you feel like you're ready to just walk out? Don't do that, but you can see it. I don't think we're ready to let any of you go out as a Skywalker today. But yes, this would be what a Skywalker would be, is then one who you always travel with your higher self that would go out into the universe. Today we're observing the universe for those who can't see, and begin to have a sensation, if you would. Let's flip the switch for your sensation and your feeling nature to awaken. Good. Yes, you can be very quiet. And we'll try to be quiet for a few moments so you can experience it. Oh. So I'm wanting you to stay where you're at and put a fingers and thumb holding that place in your 0 point, and go back and hold the back of your heart. And let's let the love of you within the heart come up and touch that place. And let's see what that changes with what you perceive now, if anything. Yes, and let go. Oh, I have comments here. I see myself as a babe in my embryonic sac in outer space. Wow, that is profound. I want to make sure that you're still here within your 0 point, observing that. So I would say that would be a future experience from the past experience. Mhm. It's a masterful thing what the gift of vision does, and how we all have different things than we see. Mhm. So, Teresa, I don't know that we've met. Good morning. Um, what I would like you to do is make sure you're anchored once again with your higher self, and ask your beingness from your heart for a message of why you're seeing that, or what does that mean for it to be showing itself to you. Mhm. Just peace and being. Well, I'd like to share with you what did come to me, if that would be fine with you. Um, I guess you can respond. It's been coming back up really quick. All right. So I feel like it's showing you this so that you yourself will be able to, if you observe it and want to be more awake to it, and then you'll have other people that you can help have them understand how coming from wherever we were before, choosing parents and coming into this world, perhaps that's going to be a part of your task as it's showing that to you today. Perhaps, perhaps not. It's just what came to me that so very profound is it to be shown. And maybe you can find where you came from. We've all lived in many locations other than Earth. And so many people have no clue of the whole truth. But I believe that there's going to be coming a time when there's going to be the desire that many, many people are going to want to understand the spiritual part of their evolution. And there will be many needed to give that understanding. Okay? Is anyone else having an experience they'd like to share? Barbara Ward. Well, that's very interesting, Barbara. You know, anytime we see within our consciousness with our eyes closed, one eye, we are seeing God. Yes. So you're seeing it through the telescope. So perhaps you have the capacity to see many levels of dimensions of God. See how that resonates with you. For me, that's the most fascinating piece about spirituality and really allowing yourself to delve into it is there's so many facets, so many depths of understanding, and that we never know unless we choose to study and to look it up and discover what all the many things are. Anybody else? Yes, you may have switches on your telescope that you might have to learn about. Just let yourself receive the information. All right, here's Chase. I was in the park of fairies with lots of wild yellow plants, and there was a baby with gorgeous eyes. I picked it up and just gave it love. That's very beautiful. Well, we know that the eyes are the journey of the soul. So the soul of that baby in you must have really matched well, whether if it's from another life or maybe even this life. And is yellow a favorite color for you? Are you a yellow ray? Which is illumination. Oh, thank you, Carol. She's asking you to do hit the like button. Thank you, Carol. And how are you doing, Marby? And Kathy? Anybody else? So that's all, whether you're still there or if you've come back in the room, let's just sit and call in the pink ray. Pink ray from Orion through the great central sun to bring us a lot of love. And if you do happen to still be at your 0 point, let's give an intention to see through this pink ray and see what love will show you. Let it fill up your heart and your being, every cell of who you are. So then you will be receptive and giving of both ways of that beautiful pink light. And let's see what that would bring you. And how about you, Anik? How are you feeling? Oh, good morning, Angel Wings. If you haven't been on with this, you might want to re-listen to this. It's very powerful. We're working with the 0 point and the telescope that lies there for everyone in the back of the third eye. And yes, Chase, I imagined you with your pink wave. Pink hand waving. Yeah. Very good. Now we're going to add another ray. We're going to call in the green ray for Hilaron of healing to come down to the great central sun. And as you sit there at the 0 point, allow healing to come to you if you're prepared and would like it. And see if you see anything differently. Something about a healing. Or you can feel somewhere in your body that cells awaken or tingle in a different way. Nice. All right, so any final comments from anybody? Certainly whenever you're ready, you can take a breath, come back into your heart with your higher self. Maybe write down your experience so that you don't forget. But Yannick saw a landscape with trees and beautiful flowers. Very nice. And I would like to ask you to ask, was that here on Earth or was that somewhere else? Well, drive to work safely, Marby, but thank you for listening. But maybe later at home you can sit and do the experience when you can just be with inside. But many blessings and thank you for listening. I was right. It is somewhere else. See, then there's a whole lot of questions you can ask. Is it somewhere you've been before? There's something about that place that it's perfect time to remember. All right. I was going to talk for a few minutes. If anyone wants to write a comment, you can. But I had mentioned that I was going to start with a new healing school. And of course, I know you haven't seen that. So it was because it has changed. It kept coming that I need to do what I do. And what I didn't understand is what I do have already is a master class of a group of women. Only because there's not a man in it. It's not that men aren't welcome. So I'm going to start a new one for those of you and whoever else I find when I put it out. And how is that different than a healing school? Is it might be a lot like this type of thing. And we're going to learn about the ego and how to perceive and how to be and different kinds of things versus chakras, that type of thing. And we may do it that way if that's the people who come that want to learn that. It's going to be one Saturday a month, 3 to 4 hours, and times will be determined by those who show interest. So hopefully by the end of next weekend, I'll have some parameters up so you can look to see if you're interested. But all I can tell you is the people that are in the one I do now absolutely love it. And it's amazing. The energy that comes when people are all in sync and in alignment, and the energy is so high, you will see if you come. So that's what's happening here. And I truly appreciate everyone who comes. And Teresa Ford, I hope you come again. And Angel Wings, thank you for coming back. I hope you're doing well. And Marby and Barbara and Chase and Carol and Anik, everybody. You know, people are what makes it so things happen. And consciousness only grows when there's more and more people. And Chase, I'm looking right at you saying your statement. I was in the Park of Fairies. How wonderful. So I might have to sit and close my eyes. For yellow is my color. Yellow and blue on them. And just give it love. And isn't it wonderful that giving love is just so easy? So, many blessings to all of you. I hope you have a good Monday. I'll be back tomorrow because we all want to hear what our messages from Mother are, right? They're a little bit more than just angel ones, if I have to say so myself. All right, so time to go. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for coming and bringing so much joy to my heart. Many blessings.